G'day cocktail lovers. I'm carrying a bit of an injury at the moment, as they say, so I think I'll only be doing stirred cocktails for a while. I really don't think my midsection would be appreciative if I was vigorously shaking a cocktail, so I'll steer clear of that for a while. But my favourite cocktails are stirred, so that works out quite well, honestly. And top of the list is the old-fashioned, and all its variants. And this is a video I've been planning for a long time, and I'll show you what it is. It revolves around this, a little gift pack. And you can tell it's been in my head for a while because this was bought in post-Christmas sales because they pulled the gift packs to try and get people to buy them after Christmas. Ones they didn't sell were cheap. I'm a cheap ass. So I got this. This is an array of Jack Daniel's products from the standard to one of the more expensive ones they do. And I thought I can do an experiment with this because there's often discussion, conjecture over should you use more expensive ingredients in a cocktail or should you only use sort of base but decent ingredients when you're making a cocktail. I honestly don't get people who are super averse to using expensive ingredients in cocktails. I mean, what, are you worried you're going to enjoy the cocktail too much? What's actually the problem here? I tend to use pretty high quality cocktail ingredients. Again, whiskey people in particular are a bit touchy about this. I'm sure I would mortify a lot of whiskey snobs with the stuff I use in cocktails. But that's me. You do you. So let's have a look. I'm going to make 3 old fashions with different Jack Daniels, and we'll have a look at them one by one. This is the old number 7 Tennessee whiskey. Familiar to a lot of people, I'd imagine. Entry level for Jack Daniels. Possibly some youthful misadventures you might regret tied up in this. So I'm going to make 1 old-fashioned with this. At the other end, sample-wise, is this one. This is a single barrel select, and this basically retails for about double what the other one does. So that gives you an idea of it must be that much better in theory. We'll see if I can tell that when I make an old-fashioned with it. And the final one sits in the middle price-wise, Gentleman Jack. So in theory, I have 2 quests in this. As I make the 3 old-fashions, which I will then blind taste, first will be, can I pick which one is which? And I do not drink Jack Daniels, so it isn't going to be familiar tastes I'm looking for. It's going to be, you know, the qualities of a higher end single malt as opposed to a blended whiskey. And second, which one do I like most? Because even if I can tell which is the most expensive, it isn't necessarily going to be my favorite. So 2 things I'm going to try and answer. Let's go. So I've made 3 old fashions, very simple, same sugar syrup, just each with a dash of Angostura bitters as well, because these are smallish, not full size old fashions. And I have an assistant who's rearranged them for me, and so I now get to do a blind test. Can I have the first one, please? Smells like a bourbon. I'm so used to making old fashions with Australian whiskies. Bourbon's got a whole different vibe. Ooh. Ooh, man, that tastes warm. Here we go with old fashioned number 2. Okay. This is straight away lighter and sweeter than the other one. So I already have suspicions about the first one, but I'm going to taste all 3 before I make a call. The final, Jack Daniel's. Okay, this tastes much more like honey than the other ones. Alright, I'm going to rinse my palate and do a final taste comparison. Yeah. Alright, I'm prepared to make a call. First one was actually my least favourite. Was that the old number 7? No, which one was the first one?
That was the single barrel.
Okay, that was the other possible thing. It was stronger than the others and I didn't like it as much. So I just picked the most expensive one as the cheapest one. Never trust me with whiskey advice. I'm thinking number 2 then is the old number 7. No, okay, I don't know diddly squat. So number 3 is the old number 7. Okay, I probably liked it the best. Okay, so this is the nature of an experiment and doing it blind. I'm going to do a quick double comparison. This is the most expensive whiskey. Literally twice as expensive. It's not bad. I do want to stress, I don't think it's bad. Tastes, okay, I'm now getting it. Tastes oakier and a little bit smokier from the barrel. And yeah, I've got to be honest. Your bog standard Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 is the one I prefer in an old fashioned. So that's me with my gutter tastes. So, is this a conclusive experiment? Not really. I'd have to do some more. But I think this highlights that you should just make cocktails with the ingredients you like, whether they're cheaper or more expensive. Turns out, with regards to Jack Daniel's at least, I'm hunky-dory with the Old Number 7. And so I guess I'll finish these now, and I might do another experiment another day and see if I can look as big a goose that time as well. Until then, I will say take care and cheers.